Okay, I'm back. So, I'm trying to be respectable of people's time, as somebody was saying. So, I'm trying to work on it. So now, as I was saying, even though this is a movie, it does something to me emotionally as a woman watching it. And I wish that all endings of this type of life could be happily ever after. But sometimes it doesn't be like that, you know. Even in the movie, the lady was talking about killing herself. You know, men don't realize that their body and soul is connected to a woman. And women don't realize that well, maybe they do. Maybe the woman got a more aspect of understanding that they are more connected to the man than the man is to the woman. And they may not understand why they feel so when a man leaves them, why they feel so when a man, abuses them and they stay, why they feel so, in a sense, connected to the man, and yet still the man is doing them dirty. And the man may feel, it's very seldom that you would hear of a man, how can I say? I think we're hearing it more so now in this generation, in this time, where a man would be so connected to a woman that he will go and kill himself or etc. It's happening now where men kill the women, and I'm talking about boyfriend to girlfriend, husband to wife, But in all, I'm not judging them. So please don't take it as a judgmental statement. The reason why I'm saying that is because these things, this connection between man and woman started from Adam and Eve. Because we was taken from that man. The man wasn't taken from us. And you may look at it and say, well, since we was taken from the man should have been more connected to us. No, remember, the rib was taken from the man. The woman was made from that rib. The man all God did was put breath into the man and made him a living soul. So he was by himself. He wasn't even worrying about nobody. He didn't come to God and say, God, I need somebody. Because he did not feel that connection to no one because he was by himself. But when that woman came along, that's why that woman feels so. That's why we have so much feelings in us, especially for a man. We are actually drawn more to the man than the man to the woman. Now, in my perspective, I feel that the man may be drawn to the woman sexually because that is a hormone. But there are women that are drawn to men sexually. But it's about a hormone that's in you, something that God put in us to connect us to one another. Right? But the actual passion and love for one another, it has to be in you. It got to be in you. Because if we read through the Bible, we see that back in the days, kings had more than one wife. They call them concubines and stuff like that. Their mistresses was going on back then. That's why God put a law, allowed Moses to put a law for divorce, because them men back there was dogging them women. And the women couldn't say or do nothing. So Jesus told his disciples and the Pharisees and the scribes that the only reason why he allowed that law of bill of divorce was because of the hardening of men's hearts. So what is the hardening? When a man, back then, the man had a woman, had a wife, whatever, and became unsatisfied. He done got all he wanted from the woman, so now I want another one. He go get another one. When he finished with her, he go get another one. And he leaving these women. And who knows, maybe there's kids behind them. He leaving them. So these women have to go out into the village and go out into the yard or go out into the what you call it, the town, and see their husband. This is the first wife. See their husband with the next woman. And then if he go and get married again, now both wives are seeing their husband with another wife. So to keep them from going through such that humiliation, because the heart is still there, God allowed Moses to write the law of divorcement. So that woman was able to get a divorce, and if so, marry somebody else. If you read the story of Ruth and Naomi. Now, even though the woman lost her husband, but just look at how it went about. You see what I'm saying? Naomi lost her husband. I think it was Naomi, because Ruth married Boaz, right? But you see how God worked it out, because Ruth was obedient and was serving the God that Naomi was serving, even though her religion, I'll say religion, was of something else. And Naomi knew that. So Naomi, after she lost her husband, and the Ruth lost her husband, so they didn't have nobody. And the family members that was connected to them did not want them. But Boaz was one of the family members. So as you see, back then, family married family. You know what I'm saying? Because it was all one society back then. That's what God wanted back then. God didn't want no mixture. He didn't want nothing. And it wasn't all about race. It was all about the sin. So this particular race, probably, what, hypothetically speaking, was a devil family, you know. And God didn't want that in his, even though he created men and women, but he was the creation of men and, no, he was the creator of men and women, but he had no part in the choices that these people took and made. So if he did not want the Israelites with the Canadians or the Canaanites or the Canaanian, I forgot how you call them, then that's what he didn't want, because he knew what they was about. But people still affiliated with different type of races, and that's probably why it's the way it is today. And I'm not saying that as a bad thing. You see what I'm saying? I have no issue with different races being together. I'm just going by the Bible per se, and what I think that was the reason why. And there's a part in the Bible, there's a story in the Bible where God told the prophet to tell the children of Israel to, when they go into the land, to kill up everything. Don't take nothing. But if they, no buts, don't take nothing. Kill down to the kids. Burn up all types of things, because I think these people was serving gods. Burn it up. Don't take nothing. Don't interact. Don't let your daughters interact with the men and get no husbands, and don't let the boys interact with no women and get no wife. God did not want no interaction from that side or that type of the region. I'm going to say region, because I can't remember what was going on with the people. But they disobeyed. One man, when he went up in there, head of a tribe, went up in there, he thought he could get over. He thought God didn't see him, because the prophet didn't see him. And he went up there and took, let's say, gold or silver, or whatever it was that he took, and he hid it in his tent underneath the ground. But God saw it. So you know what happened? Every time they went to battle, they lost. They started losing people. So the prophet went to God and asked God, and God told him, there's somebody in the camp that disobeyed my law, disobeyed my order, and took in some stuff. And until it's cleaned out, y'all ain't winning, I'm paraphrasing, y'all ain't winning no battle. So go find them. Go to every tribe and have every leader of that tribe come out and question them. And he kept going, and God told him what to do. When you find the person, kill up everybody. So you see the punishment for him stealing? He broke the commandments, and he broke God's law, and he disobeyed God. So God told the prophet, when that person admits, I'm paraphrasing, when that person admits who it is, you burn them to the stake. You burn their children, you burn their wives, you burn their belongings, you burn up everything. And that's exactly what the prophet did. He went through it, and when he found out who it was, when he made the announcement, he let them know that whoever it is, this is what's going to happen. And when they found out who it was, everybody of each tribe went and helped burn and kill that family. You can't play with God. So, with that being said, the people, the wives was being mistreated by the husbands, so God allowed Moses to write that law and present it to them where they can get a bill of divorcement. But there were stipulations to it. For a saved person, you can go ahead and divorce your saved husband or your saved wife, but you only can divorce them if they commit fornication. You notice it didn't say adultery. Didn't say adultery. You see what I'm saying? So adultery, it is a sin. It say it's a 10 commandment. Thou shalt not commit adultery. But it also says thou shalt not commit fornication. Does it say that? Well, anyway. So now, yeah. So God allows the law of society to reign on. So what happens? Society has taken it out of proportion. It's still going on where men, they be married, they get tired of the wife, they meet somebody else, just like the movie, and get another child, and boom. They getting a divorce, or, don't be rich, because then you got to do a settlement, you got to go to court, and then you start fighting, don't have no kids, because then you got to fight over custody and all that. Do you understand that is the reason why it's so much issues that go on when a divorce come involved? Because it's not in God's plan. So you go on, the male or the female, the husband or the wife, goes on out there and commit adultery, commit fornication, and there's a consequence to it. All right, so that's it. I'm done. Y'all hear the voice, so I know somebody gonna come in my room. I'll finish this later, or if not, this is it. Be blessed. Have a blessed day. Good night. Bye.